I'm Dr. J.K. Brightly, and I'm here in Rush Studios of Orlando, Florida. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my new book, A Smart Tenant Survival Guide. I'm also going to interview a new Full Sail graduate student, Cario Crenshaw. And he's going to tell us a little bit about his experience with the rental process as he graduated directly out of school. I'm sitting here with Cario Crenshaw, new graduate of Full Sail University.
Yes.
So Cario, tell me, how does it feel now to be a new graduate?
It feels great. I'm done. I'm out working, trying to make money, but that's about it, really.
Money. So let me ask you a question. You're in your new big 2-story home with a couple of roommates.
Of course.
Totally different than school, is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, well, let me ask you a question here. We're going to get straight to the point. How then would you say it feels to have signed a lease and moved into a home? And just tell me a little bit about that process. Who taught you how to sign a lease?
No one actually taught me about it. Well, my mom taught me about it a long time ago.
Okay.
But I still really don't know much about signing a lease. I barely read over it. I'm just happy to get the house.
So the day all the guys went in together, is that correct? And did you just sign it, or did you have your mom look at it, or?
I had her look at it a little bit, but I really didn't.
You have a BS, is that correct?
Yes.
Bachelor's of Science?
Yes.
So you're telling me when you left this school that they did not teach you how to sign a lease?
No, they did not.
They didn't tell you your tenant rights?
No.
And they didn't tell you your responsibilities as a tenant?
Of course not.
So are you telling me that there's probably a need for rental housing counseling?
I feel like there is, because there's a lot of people who don't know about anything about this, like me.
Okay, so how does that make you feel? Being so smart in what you do, yet maybe not so smart in financial literacy or housing. How does that make you feel?
It's just something I really don't think about. So.
And you know what, Cario, you're not like everyone else. You're actually a little different in that you are literally doing what everyone else did. They went to school. I know I did. We got an education. Some people didn't, but not many people know much about financial literacy. And that is why I wrote the books, particularly A Smart Tenant Survival Guide. Everyone that I know who leaves school, they still have to go live somewhere, right?
Yeah.
And even if they have a home, you have to go sign a lease or buy a home. Is that correct? Well, most people don't learn from schools how to do this. And unless they're a business major or went to law school, they just typically don't learn this information. And if you make mistakes, it could be very costly. It costs a lot of money if you don't know how to get your deposit back. Is that correct? If you don't know what your rights are when you do that walkthrough at the end of the day and they keep your deposit.
Yeah, I had an apartment complex do that one time.
You mean you were stuck with some bills or
yes,
an amount?
They said a hole was in the wall, the dryer.
Was there a hole in the wall?
No, it wasn't.
Did you know what to do?
No, I didn't. I just said whatever. I was just happy to be out there.
And that has happened to me as well, and I have a PhD. So I know that's what we cover here. We talk about the rental process. We talk about the pre-rental phase, the rental phase, and the post-rental phase, where you sign the application, where you sign the lease, where you know your tenant rights, the landlord's right, and then there's a complaint, the housing authorities to contact so that you can get your money back for your lease, so that you can, file a complaint, and so that you are protected as a consumer in terms of housing. And that's the importance of that book. So would you then say that this is a book that maybe college students could use, or maybe parents who are not familiar with the process want to share it with you?
Yeah, there's most definitely a book somebody really needs to know. Where do you get this book from?
I'm so glad you asked. You can get A Smart Tenant Survival Guide at Amazon.com. It comes available in e-reads, the hard copy, just like we have it here, and also audio. So www.amazon.com is a great place to get it. I'm Dr. J.K. Brightly, and we want you to stop working to make money and make money work for you.
Let's take it back a little bit. It's not that it's not good now. I'm remembering how. Well, let me tell you.